My name is TC, and today I'm going to read the first couple pages of Genocide of the Mind. I feel like this is a really important book that we should be reading as far as the Native American community. So, here we go. Keeping the fires home and burning in urban circles. The parts of Indian cultures that have been lost and those we are constantly losing are equally as valuable as the land that was taken. Those of us who choose to live in two worlds are doing what we can to keep the fires of our ancestral knowledge burning. Through a difficult task, we will not let these fires be extinguished. We often look to traditional teachings in order to make sense of a world that is seemingly going off center. Today, American Indian blood courses through the veins of many races, many cultures, and in many unknown places. Yet we remind ourselves to remember who we are, where we come from, and rely heavily on spiritual advice to guide us in our paths. We hold fast to what we know, try to teach our children to respect and understand ancestral values, only to constantly realize that so much of what it means to be American Indian has been lost or misrepresented, and we are often misunderstood. Still, we go forward, adding newfound embers now and then to the olden fires that have existed since time immemorial. Determined to honor those who have gone before, realizing the tribulations they've endured, we ardently face daily trials to live in two worlds, the traditional and the modern. To carry the fire home. Sometimes at night, when I cannot push aside my thoughts and find my way to sleep, I revisit my grandmother Gladys's house. I walk through each of the rooms to recount the placement of her furniture, the crocheted dollies on the back of the couch, the rocking chair, the keepsakes in her tiny cabinet. I see standing at the kitchen sink. I see her standing at the kitchen sink, washing dishes and singing "Jesus Loves Me." It is a song that she would teach us each morning as she pulled away our warm quilts and fed us bowls of rice with honey and melted butter. My grandmother was a devout member of the Church of God. My grandmother was Cherokee. It is during these walks among the ancestral spirits of my family that I try to make sense of my mixed heritage. This gathering of women who sang gospel hymns and listened to the lulling sounds of mountain music were also the women who sought college educations for their daughters. They did this with the same determination that allowed them to breathe forth a living from the apple trees and corn stalks growing in the midst of southern Appalachia's coal fields. These aunties and grandmothers were also the keepers of my Cherokee heritage. The women in my family were stubborn, high-minded oral historians. They kept each of us within the circle even as they sang hymns and listened to the intently sermons by breathless preachers pounding fists upon Christian pulpits. They attended these Sunday gatherings wearing hand-covered smiles, homemade dresses, and fashionable hats. At the close of each service, they would walk the mountain paths to homes where sacred fires kept burning. Ceremonial boogers danced, and Cherokee little people performed mysterious deeds among backyard strawberry patches. Growing up as a child, it was a reasonable coalescing of Christian principle woven within the warp of and weft of Cherokee storytelling and handed down as a basket of mountain tradition. We never knew anything was different about us. We thought all people pretty much the same, just a mixture of cultural identities. That's just the first couple pages. As you can see, it's a really good book. I recommend anyone to read it. As I said before, I'm TC, and this is my dramatic reading.